It's important to note that the relationship between diet and cancer is complex and not fully understood. While certain foods and dietary patterns have been associated with an increased risk of cancer, it's crucial to consider multiple factors, such as overall lifestyle, genetics, and individual health conditions. Additionally, no single food can directly cause cancer on its own. However, certain foods or dietary habits may contribute to an increased risk when consumed in excess or combined with other risk factors. Here are 15 examples of foods or dietary patterns that have been associated with an increased risk of cancer. Processed meats. Consumption of processed meats like hot dogs, sausages, and bacon has been linked to an increased risk of colorectal cancer. Red meat. Eating large amounts of red meat, such as beef, pork, and lamb, has been associated with an increased risk of colorectal cancer as well. Sugary beverages. Regular consumption of sugary drinks like soda and fruit juices with added sugars has been linked to an increased risk of obesity, which is a risk factor for several types of cancer. Fried and well-done foods. High-temperature cooking methods, such as frying or grilling, can lead to the formation of carcinogenic compounds. Consuming fried foods or heavily charred meats has been associated with an increased risk of certain cancers. Processed snacks. Snack foods like chips, crackers, and cookies that are high in unhealthy fats, added sugars, and refined grains may contribute to weight gain and an increased risk of certain cancers. Highly salted foods. Consuming foods preserved by salting, such as pickled vegetables and cured meats, may increase the risk of stomach and other cancers. Alcohol. Excessive alcohol consumption has been linked to an increased risk of several types of cancer, including liver, colorectal, breast, and oral cancers. Sugary treats. Foods high in added sugars, such as cakes, cookies, and pastries, can contribute to weight gain and obesity, which are risk factors for certain cancers. High-fat dairy products. Some studies suggest that a high intake of full-fat dairy products, like whole milk and cheese, may be associated with an increased risk of prostate cancer. Artificial sweeteners. While the evidence is not conclusive, some studies have raised concerns about the potential cancer risks associated with long-term consumption of certain artificial sweeteners, such as aspartame and saccharin. Charred or smoked foods. Cooking meats at high temperatures or exposing them to smoke can create carcinogenic compounds. Regular consumption of charred or smoked foods may increase the risk of certain cancers. Refined grains. Refined grains, such as white bread, white rice, and refined pasta, have a high glycemic index and have been associated with an increased risk of colorectal cancer and other chronic diseases. Trans fats. Foods containing trans fats, including many processed and packaged baked goods, margarine, and fried foods, have been linked to an increased risk of various cancers and other health problems. Low fruit and vegetable intake. A diet low in fruits and vegetables may increase the risk of several types of cancer. These foods are rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that help protect against cellular damage. Non-organic produce with pesticide residues. Although the overall health benefits of consuming fruits and vegetables outweigh the potential risks of pesticide exposure, some studies suggest that long-term exposure to certain pesticides may increase cancer risk. Choosing organic produce or thoroughly washing conventionally grown produce can help minimize exposure. It's important to maintain a balanced and varied diet. Limit the intake of processed and unhealthy foods, and focus on consuming a wide range of whole foods, including fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins.